Hi, good morning. Nathan Goodrich, Operations Section Chief for Pacific Northwest Team 3 with your morning operational update on the Bachelor Complex. I'm going to start over on the east side this morning with our Firestone and flat top fires. So up on Firestone, Division Alpha, things are looking really good, especially along this northern flank. You see all the containment along this edge. That continues to be our coolest and most secure division across the complex. And mopping up, securing the lines, patrolling, and doing some suppression repair work on Division Alpha. So move over to Division Zulu, kind of the same story, but they have a little bit more uncontained line on their side. We'll be working on securing this and containing this piece here in Division Zulu today with some of the resources. In this little section here where you see the fire perimeter is up above the 100 road, they've been working in that area for several days trying to get a good cold edge on that fire perimeter, and we just made the decision yesterday just to stop messing around really and bring it down to the road. So they're going to be doing a little burn in there today, probably a couple hundred acres overall, and that'll bring this fire perimeter down to the road rather than having it held up on the hillside there. Remaining other repair work going on this road that's been prepped, and just generally across the Firestone fire. And that incident is roughly 60% contained currently. Moving down to Flat Top in Division Lima and Mike. Mike continues to be our coolest division on the Flat Top fire, working on suppression repair on some of these roads out here, as well as along the direct containment line. Mopping up and securing, quite a bit of snagging going on in those areas. This is our hottest area of the flat top due to that was the most recent area of the burning operations. A couple little spot fires they've been working on this side here. Those are all secured and contained, and that line comes back to the 18 road here in the middle of the flat top fire. So Division Mike's looking really good. Starting down here in the bottom of Division Lima. This was their most recent area where they did some burning, but that cooled off really quickly. Lots of good work going on in there as well from the resources, and working on some suppression repair, chipping and snagging, and just kind of general cleanup of those lines. Here along the 22 road, where the fire crossed the 22 road, this dozer line all the way out to this point here, that's all looking great as far as coolness and fire right up against the line there. The crews have been securing that for several days now with some skidgeons and UTVs, and just getting better access to that ground. This little chunk here, we ran into some lava flows out in that area, so we couldn't keep going direct on that. So they found a few roads to kind of connect, and they're going to be doing some burning there as well to bring that fire up to the good containment feature, and they'll be doing that likely tomorrow. Overall, things are, we're kind of tightening the noose around these two fires out here on the east side, and things are looking really good. So I'll move over to Division Oscar on the west side of the Bachelor Complex. So that's all the wilderness fires predominantly, and those are all in patrol status. Both backside and 9/11 were demoed yesterday, and those are looking really good and contained. Into Kilo, basically west of the buttes and out to the very tip, the western tip of the little lava fire. Resources continue to mop up and secure those lines in there. Their most recent area where they did some burning is looking really good and secure, and doing a lot of mop up in that area. Moving down into Gulf. And I'm going to finish up on Tango and give you a little bit more information there. But from the 45 road over to about here, good dozer line and or road edge that's been mopped up and secured. So that's looking good. And then, as we've talked about in previous days, the lava flows continue to be an issue for the mechanical equipment. So grabbed some roads here, moved around to this point, and coming up to the edge of the buttes here. And so there's roughly 600 acres or so in there that's going to be planned to be burned out over the next several days. Looking to do some black lining in there today, and that means just kind of getting the fire right against the edge, and then we'll likely finish off the middle of that with some aerial ignition with the drone over the next couple of days. And so that's going to be in this little piece right here, but and that's going to secure Division Gulf going into the future. So up in Tango Tango, Tango Tango goes from where it crossed the 45 road up to this point here on the northern tier of the Little Lava. They've been progressing with that line out to roughly this point right here, and that's where they're going to stop essentially. So running into a couple of ATV trails, and we're going to utilize those as the lines going forward. And we've been kind of talking about that over the last couple of days, but this trail here up to the Edison Lava Trail is essentially going to be our containment features. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to leave this piece of line open on the north side of Little Lava, and that includes this 913 incident. And the rationale for that is we're getting into a lot more tougher terrain for the firefighters. The timber type changes, lots of snags, heavy deadened down, and just looking at the time of the season and the terrain, increased risk overall, and the projections on the fire not moving very far to the north at all over the next couple of weeks. As it burns, if it were to burn, moves into more of a roadless area, towards Mount Bachelor a little bit, if it does progress that way. So we're going to be looking to leave that open, and we're planning on providing more information on that strategy, at a community meeting that's likely going to be on Friday. So be looking for that. But again, just kind of time of year and, just more difficult access, and the fact that the fire's not wanting to go that direction anymore, we're just making the decision to not continue to try and contain that northern piece of the Little Lava fire. Overall, though, things are looking great as far as good secured edge. No movement over the last several days, not really on any of the fires, outside their containment features that we've put in place. Looking at a little bit of a weather change today, getting a little warmer, a little drier over the next couple of days, so that'll be better conditions for doing some burning in some of those areas that I mentioned. I did get a little shot of moisture last night, so there'll be a little bit of a slow start to the day for any kind of burning. A little bit less on the east side than the west side. So, but yeah, crews are looking forward to a good day, and I'll be transitioning out as Operations Section Chief. Cody Rohrbach will be the Operations Section Chief going forward, but enjoyed giving you your operational updates over the last 10 days or so, and hope everybody has a great day.